Hello? Long time no see, people. Long time no see. I'm Scholesy. This is Scholesy Talks. If you've followed my YouTube for a while, or you're one of the 31 subscribers, thank you. I've been out for about a month. You'll know this account has always been about professional wrestling fundamentally, but things are about to change. I had to sit down, I had to look at myself and think, how can I truly be happy? What is my passion? My passions are very simple. I love collecting, I love wrestling, but my true love and first love was always footy. Football to me has always been the number one thing. I remember Euro 96, I remember Paul Gascoigne, I remember Teddy Sheringham, Alan Shearer, David Seaman, I remember the Arsenal boys at the back and the beauty of what they gave us as fans in that absolutely great Euro 96. I remember them horrifically ugly suits Liverpool wore for an FA Cup final. I remember one of my greatest passions of all time was collecting football stickers. And the funny thing about collecting football stickers for me, alright, there was one team I only ever collected. Not collected, completed, I mean. And I ended up living there, and that was Middlesbrough. I remember Festa, I remember Campbell, I remember Ravanelli, I remember all of them guys. And I always used to complete the Middlesbrough team, weirdly enough. Festa, man, Festa. Who remembers Festa but a beast mode centre-back Italian dude? I spent the 90s being a Manchester United fan because my name is Scholesy. And I was directly attracted to that ginger, amazing legend. And I'm just going to say, I do put him as the best ever British midfielder. So I supported Manchester United through the 90s, and as life moved forward, I ended up supporting Luton Town. And the reason why I supported Luton Town was because that's where I was brought up, man. I was brought up in Luton, went to Kenilworth Road most weeks, and yes, I am buzzed that they are currently in the Premiership. But football for me, when it became big business shiznick, I was kind of put off, so I tended to sway more to watching non-league stuff. Bedford Town, Barton Rovers, man. Barton Rovers, I spent a lot of time at the Barton Rovers Stadium. And I've always followed teams like, or since they were created, teams like United Manchester, alright? And a lot of the smaller based football teams. And I've always kept an eye on the smaller based football teams in the northeast, such as Spennymoor, South Shields, flipping Mask, Stockton Town, and of course Middlesbrough, because I'm based there, right? But I have made a decision. I need a cheap hobby, so I'm going to become a weekly goer of home matches to Stockton Town. And tonight's the first game. Or today's the first game, or yesterday's the first game. Whenever I put this, or the day before was the first game. So Stockton Town versus Chesterley Street. That's a small place based in Durham, or just in between Durham and Newcastle. And it is the Durham Challenge Cup. And this will be the first game I see. I've also booked myself in for the rest of October to go to the home matches, so I'm buzzed on that. But this is what this week's video is going to be about: going to Stockton Town, alright, and watching them play in the Durham Challenge Cup.
Hey, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream next to the team. Yeah.
So from what I understand, Stockton Town was founded in 1979. From a little bit of research about it as well, it seems like the club was founded to get people off the streets, really, and I think that's brilliant in itself in a lot of ways. And it is based in a sixth form college, and a lot of the funding they put together to get this project off, being Stockton Town, was joint work with the sixth form college, which I think is absolutely fantastic stuff. They've got a women's team, they've got a men's team, they've got loads of juniors teams as well. The site that they are currently on has been about since 2008. So do you know what I mean? I'm just wandering around Stockton, just seeing the cricket club. back there. And it reminds me of my home, the home counties where we have millions of cricket clubs. But yeah, it's all good stuff, people. It's all good stuff. Having a little walk past and I saw this close protection security cricket ground. Rugby club also. I'm gonna get a little gander in it. Look at this. Like a classic. Reminds me of the home counties where I'm from. Cricket pitch. I've lived in Middlesbrough Teesside. For like 15 years and I've never ventured much. This is Stockton Cricket Ground and Rugby Club. Not bad, not bad. Just found this very interesting looking building. So do you know what I mean? Anybody that says Stockton hasn't got any interest historically, but this looks beautiful. Look at this. The 70s, the Ralph Stark and Sons Daylight Bakery. Gorgeous looking building, man. It's got to be a 70s built, 60s built, maybe even 50s built building. No idea what that's about, but it is cracking. Stockton's alright, people. It's not like Channel 5 says it is. First half ended 0-0. Second half, Stockton smacked in, I think, 6. And there's a wee little lad who was number 7. Absolutely remarkable player, scored an absolutely remarkable goal. He hit it just after the halfway line, smacked it right in. Proper quality little match. Quality stuff. Round 2, Durham Cup, mate. Round 2, the Durham Challenge Cup. So, some final thoughts on the Chesterley Street Stockton match. Oh, bloody hell. I super enjoyed myself. The quality of football was absolutely brilliant. You could tell that Stockton was a division above Chesterley Street. I think Chesterley Street in that first half did brilliantly defending what Stockton offered or could offer. That second half, Chesterley looked out of breath. They looked knackered. The quality of football wasn't as good from them, and then we saw Stockton with their great up front players push forward, attack and win 5-0. I think one of the highlights was there must have been about 200, 300 people there, so it was a good amount of people. It was a good community of people meeting together. The scran was good as well. I had 2 cheeseburgers. Won't lie, fat git I am. 2 cheeseburgers. The scran was nice as hell, and they were about £3 each. Not a bad little price, actually. Not a bad little price. And the highlight was we had pretty much a half-line goal by a lad called Kevin Hayes, number 7. But his quality of football was brilliant. He was a workhorse, just worked for a horse all the way through the game. Run absolutely everywhere, was at the back, was at the front. Speed was ridiculous. His cardio was ridiculous. But fucking hell, people. Absolutely class little game. I will be there on Saturday. Oh yes, son. Oh yes, son.